So I sort of look completely done today, and I sort of am completely done today. It is day what? I think I'm on day 13 right now filming this. So I'm kind of like over filming every day. I'm doing my like little circles right now. I got a super late start today. It's currently 9:03 a.m. I got up originally 7:30, laid in bed on TikTok for an hour. More than an hour. Got up at like 8:30 and decided I don't want to film yet. So I went and got breakfast first. And now I'm here and I'm like, I still don't want to film yet. But I don't really have much of a choice at this point. I do have to get the day started. That could have been the difference between me finishing the project or not. The hour and a half that I wasted. But hi, my name's Jasmine. I run the Crochetery here on YouTube, and I'm doing my yarn advent calendar, which, yeah. Here's today's. It's pretty small. I was supposed to have a different one for today, but since I'm going somewhere and volunteering tomorrow, I needed something with a short time span because I'm not going to be home majority of the day. I'm only going to have probably 3:30 till 10 o'clock at night to finish whatever I get tomorrow. And my friend said we'll just switch the 2 days next to each other because this one, she doesn't know what it'll do. I'm guessing it's just a random color of yarn. But tomorrow's one now has a prompt, which is pretty short, she says. So I'm fine with that as long as I still can finish it tomorrow. But today, I'm kind of over it. If you don't recognize this is the blanket that I crocheted as a challenge on my Instagram. I actually found enough yarn on sale for Black Friday this year to do it again. So I'm going to try to redo this again. Essentially, the challenge was to make a complete twin-size blanket in 4.5 hours. So we're going to try it again and see if we can do it a little bit better and a little bit quicker this time, because I feel like it'll be pretty fun. And I'm going to take the blanket off now so I can get my job done. I got a little Nightmare Before Christmas shirt on, trying to get into the festive moods a little bit. Just a little bit. And I guess I have no further choice but to just open this one. It's a very short intro. I'm sure the outro will be much longer, but for now, no. I don't want to right now. I'm not feeling it today, Mr. Krabs. Alright, as always, this is my view. I don't ever get to look inside it before you guys do, and if I do, then I show you. I sort of just put my hand in here first. It definitely feels like a parfait chunky. Oh, it's not. That's the icing on the cake. That is the icing on the damn cake. If you haven't watched my other videos, then you don't really understand my anger right now. The first week, I got 3 different balls of Career Bunny to come to find out that I don't really like using the yarn. It doesn't pull apart at all. It doesn't sew at all. And to me, like, it doesn't look as good as other fur yarns that I've used. Like, I think my favorite fur yarn is still Lion Brand Gopher Fox Fur, because that one's just awful. I don't like it. It's personally not for me. I'm sure there's other people out there who live or die for it and hate Lion Brand's Gopher Fox. It's just opinions. But after getting 3 of them in a row on 1 week, she assured me that was all of the bunny. I guess she didn't lie, because this one's a little bunny, but are you serious right now, bro? This color is called Tide Pool. It's a 5 bulky, 87 yards, or 80 grams. And if you want to look at just the strand on here alone, it looks pretty close to what I was using yesterday for Pipsqueak. This is pretty identical, except I'm favoring Pipsqueak because this one is softer. I will give it that. That one is softer. But Pipsqueak, this one still got the label on it, which she wrote Naked Elephant on, by the way. because this one's also size bulky. And I don't know the price difference between these two, just to be fair. I don't know the price difference between them. But this one's 100 grams and this one's only 80 grams. So, I could presumably make another elephant out of this, but I wouldn't have enough yarn in just this color. So, I can't do that. I could potentially combine two of these things to make something, but what would I use with gray and a green, blue, purple ombrient? I don't know. I do have a little bit left over, so I have quite a decent gray compared to the color. So I guess I could do so. I'm probably going to combine these two, just to be fair, because this one I just need to finish one more foot for on my elephant that I did yesterday. I didn't get a chance to finish it. That was my bad. Went out shopping. But I think I'm going to try to take yesterday's leftovers and today's and try to like smush them into a project with like an accent color that's needed. I don't know. It's really the only thing I can think of that would sort of like use both at once. I kind of wanted to just make another elephant out of this one. But if I'm honest, like I said, this is smaller than how they usually turn out for me. Usually if it was my hand here, they would come out to like right there, I feel like. Maybe it's just like me thinking that it's bigger. It's probably not that much bigger. It's probably bigger only by a couple inches. But it's still noticeably smaller than the rest of the ones that I have. So if I could not use it and combine these two to make something different, I'd rather do that. So I'm probably going to combine these Pipsqueak and Elephant Gray with the little bunny in Tide Pool and try to make these two work together. But this was definitely the icing on the cake for me today. This is definitely what I did not need. Little bit of a background shift. I had to remake my bed today with an actual sheet on it. It got dirty yesterday, so I just slept on a comforter for the night. And now my sheet's back on it. So I'm a little bit organized on terms of my bed. So you can see a couple things poking in the background. That is my giant noodle cat. That is a little lovey. That is a raccoon. That is a bear. And that is Filbert. Filbert I made myself. He's my brand. And the other three I purchased off of Etsy stores, which are all 3 different Etsy stores. But that's not the point. I wanted to point that out since you could see them. You can see my little squishmallow in the back. Some more plushies. Ignore those ones. But I will say I'm completely out of the Pipsqueak yarn. The first entire ball yesterday went to making the elephant, which I did finish. The third ball today went to trying to finish the bunny. And the second ball went a little bit to finishing the elephant and a little bit to finishing the bunny. Yeah, I don't know why I didn't do 1, 2, 3, but we did 1, 3, 2. Don't hate the player. But I will say I did get the elephant done, so I will show you that. I was pretty much only missing this leg, so it kind of just looked like this, and the other leg wasn't sewn on yet, so I sewed on the other leg, I made the other leg, and I sewed that one on too. So this one is now completed from yesterday, which is pretty great because I didn't have that much left to do on it anyways. It's still pretty nice and cute. Excuse me. It's still pretty nice and cute, so I kind of really like this one. So that one's adorable. And this is how far I got in the bunny and the overalls pattern today. You can see I've made the body. I'm getting a pop-up notification on my computer, which will come into play in a second. I got the main body done, the head done, the little tail back here is done, and even the little straps up top here, which are sewn on, are done. So the overall portion is completed. I only have the ears and the beret left to make, which is fancy French word for a hat. It's just the style. I might make the paintbrush and the splotches on the overalls like it's supposed to be in the pattern. I might not. It depends when I get to that point. I'm not going to have enough time. It's currently 10:17 p.m. Went a little over today. So this already is super cute. I have this much left of the little bunny yarn and this much left of Pipsqueak. This is the beginning of one of the ears. So obviously, well, not obviously for you guys, but the ear usually sits back here, so I'm pretty much from here to here I still have to go, which is quite a distance, but in terms of this yarn, it's growing on me a little. It's still not the best to crochet with if you're a crocheter that likes to just do it as they're doing something else. You need to like sit and do your time with the rows, because if you lose count of which stitch you're on, you're never going to know what stitch you were on. You're not going to be able to find it. It's already hard enough to find in the yarn. The feeling between Pipsqueak and Little Bunny, Pipsqueak is a little bit softer than the Little Bunny is, but other than that, you can't really tell that they're different yarns, especially on the leg parts where I joined them. You can't really see it, so it's kind of nice. And I did say at the beginning that I wasn't sure the cost of Pipsqueak to Little Bunny because I didn't look at the cost. I didn't look at the cart, matter of fact. I just had my friend do that part for me. That was the whole point, because I didn't know what I was getting. So I googled the colors and the brands. I don't know if I'm getting any other versions of these within the rest of the days, so I'm not looking at any of the colors. I'm not browsing. I'm just here simply to look at Elephant Gray and what's this one called again? Tide Pool. So the first one I got was yesterday's at Pipsqueak, which is on sale on their site right now, so I'm not going to say the sale price. I'm just going to say the retail price. For retail, it's $5.49 each. Obviously, my friend bought me 3 of them, but that's not the point. Each one is $5.49 in USD. And I will say that I know that she did shop on Black Friday sale at Joann's. So they're probably cheaper than when I did buy them. They're probably cheaper than when she had me purchase them this time around. But that is the retail price. So I don't know what the sale price was. If I wanted to check, I would have to pull up the order listing for that. Henceforth, seeing every single yarn that was purchased in that order, which I don't want to do. So we're not doing that, at least not until the end. We'll go through all the pricings at the end, but that's not right now. But Pipsqueak, you get 100 grams, which is a little bit more than Little Bunny. You only get 80 grams with this one. So I looked up Premier Little Bunny in the color Tide Pool. And this one is actually only $3.99. So $3.99 compared to the $5.49. It's not a huge difference in price for a little bit extra yarn. There isn't that many colors of Pipsqueak that I'm seeing just from the listing. I'm only seeing 4 colors online. Granted, I know there are more than 4 colors, but these are just the ones that I am available to see right now. I don't know how many colors there are in total, but on Premier's website there is one. Oh, that's a lot of counting. There's 22 colors on the Premier website currently for how many versions of this one there is, and there's only 4 on their website currently of how many there is. But I do know there are more colors of Pipsqueak. They're just not on Joann's website, I'm guessing, because they're sold out like online. Because I've seen some in the store, so I definitely know that they do have more, but they're just not in stock now, which kind of sucks because I can't really compare the two. But if you want a full video of me comparing Little Bunny yarn to Pipsqueak yarn, I would love to buy a whole bunch of Pipsqueak versus Little Bunny to testing like the I don't know about durability, but we'll say washability. That's a good one to see which one washes better. Like if the color will run out, get runny, if it'll get duller faster on certain settings. And we'll just see which one I can't say crochet faster. Like you can't calculate that. I guess to see how much, like the differences in between yarns. So like for instance, I made a bunny and overalls out of that, and then I made a elephant out of this. So let's say for example, I were to get enough yarn to do a Pipsqueak one fully, and then enough yarn to do a Little Bunny one fully, and then compare how much it costs to make both of them only in Pipsqueak and then only in Little Bunny, and then see like the final price breakdowns for not only just like one project, but maybe a couple different projects. So I feel like that would be a little bit fun. And I also do want to say, I don't want to look at the colors like that, but like I'm a sucker for like cute pastel yarn. And oh my gosh, look at Premier's cute pastel one. Oh, computer, please. Computer, please. It's just popping up complete white. No. There we go, got it. Look how cute that one is. That's so cute. That's adorable. I love this color. Oh, that's so nice. If my friend didn't buy that for the calendar, there's going to be an issue. I'm going to click out of the Joann's and Premiere tab now. They're pretty much the only tabs that I did have open, just to show you that little part real quick. But I feel like that would be a pretty fun video in the future, comparing the two. I feel like that would be a little bit fun, but the elephant is done. That's kind of what we care about. And the bunny is almost done. If I have enough time tomorrow, I will come back and finish his 2 ears. I am going to be volunteering at an event tomorrow, which tomorrow's video, yeah, confusing, I know. It's not going to be the video that I'm filming now. It will be the next day's video for you guys, and I will just explain my experience, what the non-for-profit was, if I had fun, how much of that bin I was actually able to donate and get rid of, because I'm super excited to try to finally get that bin out of my possession. But that's all for tonight.